Aviation spent a century obsessed with flat wings, swept wings, delta wings, all chasing the same dream: more lift with less drag. But in 2026, engineers decided to steal an idea from biology instead of tradition. They built the machine that flies not like a plane, not like a drone, but like a strand of DNA slicing through the sky. This is the Helix Skimmer, the first aircraft with spiral wings engineered to twist air into propulsion. At rest, the wings look like sculpted blades curling around the fuselage, each one forming half of a double helix. But once the skimmer accelerates, the wings rotate just a few degrees. Not enough to spin, just enough to shift the airflow into a spiraling stream. That spiral forces air to wrap around the aircraft rather than slam into it. Instead of pushing air out of the way, the skimmer threads through it, the way a screw slips into wood with barely any resistance. Wind tunnel tests showed something baffling. Drag didn't just decrease, it collapsed. The aircraft glides through pockets of air that would normally slow a jet, almost as if it's slipping through tiny gaps in the atmosphere. Engineers called it dynamic laminar threading, but pilots nicknamed it ghost mode. Because the wings guide air in a rotating pattern, lift becomes incredibly stable. Traditional wings stall when the airflow breaks away from their surface, but the Helix Skimmer doesn't stall. The spiral keeps air locked in motion even at extreme angles. The aircraft can tilt into brutal banking maneuvers without losing lift, carving turns so tight they look like animation glitches. Propulsion comes from a hybrid engine, part electric ducted fan, part low bypass turbofan. The engine takes in the spiral-shaped airflow and amplifies it, using the rotation as a pre-compression stage. That means more efficiency, more thrust, and less fuel burned. The skimmer's range is absurd for its size. Some estimates say it can cross small countries on a single fuel cycle, but the real magic appears in turbulent air. Turbulence normally slams aircraft around because pockets of chaotic air break the clean flow across the wings. The Helix design doesn't fight turbulence, it absorbs it. Chaotic air feeds the spiral and gets reshaped into controlled rotation, turning rough skies into free propulsion boosts. Pilots reported flights that felt too smooth to be real. One test recording shows a skimmer flying straight through a turbulence zone that shook every other aircraft in the area. Defense analysts immediately saw potential. Spiral wing aircraft don't show predictable wake patterns, making them harder to track. Their tight turning radius makes them perfect for urban environments, canyon terrain, and covert insertions. And because they burn so little fuel at cruising speeds, they can stay airborne for long missions without refueling. There's even talk of scaling the design into larger transports or shrinking it into autonomous scouts. The physics works at every size. And maybe the strangest part, when sunlight hits the rotating Helix wings at the right angle, the skimmer leaves a corkscrew-shaped shimmer trail behind it, a temporary ghost of the airflow it just rewrote. 2026 brought a new class of aircraft not inspired by jets or birds, but by biology itself. The Helix Skimmer doesn't fly through the sky, it threads its way through it.